guys, it's Audrey, and today we're going to do a little bit of a sit-down video because, well, while I'm filming this video, it's the month of June, which for many people is wedding season. I know when this video goes out, it's going to be July, so, you know, still around wedding season, but I thought it would be fun after almost 2 years. 2-year anniversary will be in September of being married, that I would react to the wedding dresses I tried on but did not buy. So if you guys have been watching since I've gotten married, I made a whole separate video on the Audrey and Spencer channel almost 2 years ago when I was wedding dress shopping, of me trying on all the wedding dresses, my thoughts and stuff on all that. So if you haven't checked out that video, be sure to check it out because you get the full look. I also haven't seen these wedding dresses since I've tried them on. So this is going to be pretty interesting because I remember some of the dresses I didn't try on, but not all of them, obviously. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And I'll explain to you my thoughts of why I didn't choose it, what my style is, and maybe it'll give you guys some inspiration if you are also thinking of getting married. So, alright, let's just begin. Going into wedding dress shopping, I did have a couple of things in mind that I was looking for. First of all, I knew that I really loved flowy dresses that were loose. I loved lace and I loved bohemian style. So literally 99% of the dresses you're gonna see me react to are gonna fit under that category because I knew that's what I liked. But I did try a couple other styles just because it's always good to try things that you didn't think you liked because maybe it looks really good on. You just never know. So that's what I knew that I liked. I knew that I did not like mermaid cut style dresses just because I didn't like the super tight and then flowy. I didn't like it personally how it looked on me. And I also didn't want just a plain white wedding dress. I wanted a little bit more pizzazz on it. So those are my did not like, I guess. I also tried on 13 dresses and I had only gone to one store. I was pretty fast because all of them that you will see in this video are so great. I literally loved all of them so much that it was so hard to choose a favorite because I think I was just very overwhelmed and I literally had the exact opposite problem of most people. I loved everything, so it was hard to pick one rather than I didn't like any of them. So I was pretty fast at picking my wedding dress because they all looked amazing. Anyways, let's move on to the first wedding dress that I tried on, which is this one. Now, this wedding dress actually ended up being one of my top 4 favorites. At the end of my video, I had the core 4, as we said, and those were my final ones that I had to choose between because they were all so good, I just could not choose in the moment, so I had to retry them on. So this was definitely one of them. I almost picked this one, and which would have been funny because it was my first one I tried on. So this one is lacy. We have a beautiful train and kind of a scalloped laced sleeve, which I really liked. I liked the length of it. I liked the feel of it. It was a little bit tighter. And I really loved the V-neck. That was another thing. I loved lace and I loved the V-neck cut. And had to be comfortable. I had to be able to move. And I think this fit all the boxes. I tried this on and I was like, okay, good, I'm ready to go. Don't need to try any more on, but of course I tried more on, as you guys will see. I don't remember why I didn't choose this one. Also, these are the ones I did not choose. I'll show you the one that I ended up choosing at the end of this video if you don't know. So I did not choose this one. I don't remember the reasons why. Maybe it just didn't feel right or feel like the perfect one. But it was definitely a top favorite for sure. So dress number 2 was actually part of the core 4 as well. I love this dress. As soon as I put it on it, I was like, oh, this is so beautiful. This one is definitely a different style. So it does have that lace at the top. It has a quarter sleeve. No. It has a half sleeve, goes under your elbow. I think that's what it's called. I may be saying terms wrong, such as the tulle. I think that's the bottom of the dress is tulle material. I really like that. Definitely different from the full lace look. But I remember the reason why I ended up not going with this was because it gave me more of a prom vibe instead of a wedding dress vibe because of the tulle look. So I didn't choose this one, but it is very beautiful. It goes tulle all the way down until the edges where it has lace again. And yeah, this one was so pretty. Has the V-neck, has literally like everything I was looking for. It just didn't match the vibe that I was feeling. Okay, dress number 3 has got to be my least favorite, and I knew I did not want to try on any plain white dresses, but Jordan, my sister, picked this out for me because she said, like, you have to try some that you don't think are your style just so you absolutely know, because maybe it'll change your mind and maybe you might pick something that you thought you never would like. So I decided to go with it, and we tried an all white dress on, and I did not really like it. It's a beautiful dress, but it's just not my style. So yeah, as you can tell, it's all white. It didn't come with the sparkly belt, but we put that on just to give it a little bit more of a pizzazz because that's what I wanted. It has full length sleeves. It has the V-neck. It's a little bit poofy at the bottom, and then there's this beautiful beading that runs down the back all the way down the train. So it is very beautiful, but I had a fall wedding, and this kind of gave me more like winter wedding vibes. And so, not my favorite, probably my least favorite, but it was still a pretty one. Did not make the top 4 though. Okay, dress number 4. I'm definitely going to lose count, but there's 13 total. This one is so beautiful. I think this made it into the core 4. It's a very romantic antique dress, and if you look closely, so the first layer, like the top layer, is all lace, but underneath there's like a slight purple hue. So the dress is white but has purple tones to it, which I thought was really cool. It kind of made it stand out from the rest of the dresses that I tried on. And it had really beautiful lace. It also had beautiful beading on it. And had the V-neck. It had full-length sleeves this time, which I think was my first time trying on full-length sleeves besides the all-white dress. I really loved the train too, and how there were some parts of the dress that had a lot of lace, and then other parts there weren't any lace at all. So I liked the chunking of the lace of this. And honestly, when it came down to it, it was between the dress that I picked out and this dress. It was really close. It was so hard for me to decide. So this was definitely the runner-up and what I would have chose if I didn't choose my actual wedding dress. And going back, like, man, I think I would be happy with any of them. Like, they're so pretty. But yeah, I just really love the little sparkle to it and all the little cute details on this dress. Okay, dress number 5. This one is very different from the rest because it doesn't have the super long train as you saw in the other dresses. It also has the half sleeve, but it goes down a little bit more, and it has kind of like the scalloped edges with the lace on it. This one I thought was very comfortable. This one was probably the most comfortable of all the dresses. I love that I can like lift my arms up and move around, because a lot of the dresses that I tried on were kind of restricting, and I didn't like that. I knew I was going to be dancing at my wedding. I knew I was going to be hugging people, and I didn't want my dress to restrict my arm movement. So this one definitely fit those boxes. I could breathe easy. I can like hug people. It was not restricting in the slightest, but it just didn't feel that like formal to me. It was very low-key wedding dress, very fancy, but not like grand like the other dresses, and the train was very small. I still think it's very beautiful, but I don't think it was the style that I was going for. It was just more simple and, you know, small. Okay, dress number 6. This one was so pretty. I think my only critique on it was the lace pattern. If you looked really closely to the bottom of my dress where it comes off the platform, it kind of has like a stripy, veiny lace pattern, which reminded me of flames. And as soon as I said that, like, it reminded me of Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games with her like flamed chariot. So definitely did not give me the wedding dress vibes. It gave me more of like Katniss Everdeen vibes. I don't know why. But I did love the lace. This also has some beading on it too, and some sparkle touches. But yeah, it just wasn't, the lace just wasn't perfect. And I didn't realize before trying on wedding dresses that there's so many different lace patterns and styles. I didn't know that when I was going into it, so I didn't have an idea in mind beforehand of like what kind of lace I liked. But this definitely helped me realize what I do and don't like, and I realized I don't like this lace pattern as much because it was just too flamey and veiny, but it was still pretty, as I will say, for like all the dresses. Okay, next dress. This one was beautiful, and it looks really similar to the dress I chose in that the style is like lace from top to bottom, just the same pattern. Like, it's very consistent. I just did not like the top half of the dress. I didn't like the little like teardrop cutout up here, so I knew that I like would not choose this dress because the top wasn't really me. The lace sleeves were really fun though, and I did like the scalloped edges on the bottom and the overall lace. I think it felt really light. And some lace is lighter than others. There's some more thick, coarse lace, and then there's like the light, soft ones, and I did like the light, soft ones better. So this one had this like right vibe, but wrong pattern up top. Wrong execution. So not hitting the ball fully, but almost there. Okay, next dress. This one was very beautiful, but once again, this lace was more chunky and coarse, so it was not soft to feel. It kind of was more rough, and so I didn't really like the lace because of that. It did hit all the other boxes though, like it had the V-neck, it had all the lace. The train was really small, which I don't think I really liked. I think I liked the bigger kind of train. So that's why I did not choose this one. Okay, so the wedding dress after that is the one I actually ended up going with, but I'm gonna skip over it because I will show you guys that one at the end. But let's move on to the next wedding dress. So this one was very beautiful. It had the lace, but it also had these clear, kind of like beads, but not, I guess they're like clear beads, they're like craft beads, but they're like clear and shiny. I don't know how to explain that. But anyways, it had that on it, but it made it really scratchy and itchy, which I did not like. I did not like the clear little beads on it that kind of had made it itchy. And I also did not like the neckline. It was like a scoop neck, but it had like the lace poking up out of it, and I didn't really like the pattern of that. But besides all that, it was very beautiful. But since it wasn't like perfect, it was not the one. So anyways, next one. All right, this next wedding dress is very beautiful. I'm trying to remember why I didn't choose this one, and I think it was because it was too white, which is kind of funny because obviously when you think of wedding dress, you think of like a white wedding dress. But what you don't realize is that there's so many different shades of white. So there's like the pure white, which was this wedding dress. Like it was like shockingly bright white. And then there's like a cream, and there's ivory, which I ended up going with an ivory wedding dress, which is just kind of like an off-white. There's also more yellowy white, and the dress that I was choosing between and my final dress was more like a purpley white. So lots of different tones. I guess I just didn't like the pure bright white. I kind of liked off-white a little bit more. So that's why I didn't go with this one. Okay, next wedding dress. This one had more of the yellowy undertone of the dress, which I think is another reason why I didn't choose it. I don't really remember fully why, because I mean all these dresses look very similar to each other. Like it's so hard to pick out the differences because I went with all like bohemian lace dresses, so they're gonna be very similar in style, but this one just had slightly off color than I wanted, different undercolor. But yeah, it has more of like the non-consistent lace pattern, which I do like both, because the top two wedding dresses that I was choosing between was my actual wedding dress, which had the consistent pattern of lace, and then the runner-up, which definitely did not. It had more of like some lace patches were more clustered, and then other was just like pure sheer like wedding dress fabric without any lace on it. And so this one is kind of more that style. I think it's a little bit more antique-y, and it has some of those clear scratchy beads on it. So I think that was the reason why I didn't choose this. If you want the full explanation, you can watch my video where I actually tried all of these on. But from my memory, that's why I didn't choose this one. Okay, and the grand finale before my actual wedding dress was this one. And similar to the previous dress I was just talking about, you can tell that this coloring is more of a yellow tone, more yellow gold instead of pure white or like purple or ivory. It was just like gold kind of. So I didn't really like that. I also don't think I liked the lace pattern that much. And if you look at the V-neck, it was kind of like fuzzy, stringy, I guess. I don't know. Again, very beautiful, just not what I was looking for. And the train was a little bit short, but yeah, still really pretty. Okay, and drumroll please for the one that I chose. Here is the wedding dress that I picked. I loved my wedding dress. Actually, what's funny is when I came out of my dressing room, my mom and sister said that I just looked different, like I acted different. Like there was definitely more like of a brightness to me and I was more like smiley. So I think just subtly I knew all along that this was the dress, even though it was very hard to choose. But this one just felt different on me, and yeah, it's also unique. So let me go through the details of the one that I chose. So as I have been explaining the whole time, it has a consistent lace pattern throughout the whole dress, starts from top to bottom. It's just the same kind of lace. It also has the scalloped edges that I was looking for. Like if you look at the train, you can see it was more like scalloped. It kind of gives me like grandma's tablecloth vibes, which makes this kind of lace more antique. I also fell in love with the sleeves of this dress. I think that was definitely one of my main selling points of this, was the sleeves were so beautiful. It kind of gave me pirate vibes. So it kind of went out and then flared from the elbow out. And I just love that so much. It was so fun. Also, we have some fabric beading in the waistline and the V-neck, and on the back of my dress they also had buttons going all the way down from the top to the train. So it was very, very beautiful. I also felt very comfortable in this dress, like I could move around and hug people and dance and stuff, so it wasn't constricting. And I don't know, it just felt like the one, so I got it. Also, I loved my veil. My veil was just plain white, but at the bottom it had like kind of the same matching lace. So very beautiful. Loved it. And I don't know, I still have my wedding dress to this day. It's preserved in a box. If you guys want me to try my wedding dress on again, let me know in the comments down below, because I haven't taken it out since I've had it professionally cleaned and then put in the box for me. But it would be very interesting to try it on since I haven't worn it since my wedding day, obviously. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that it was semi-helpful through the process of like what I was thinking while I was choosing my wedding dress out. I gotta say, I think I'm not really that much of a picky person when it comes to things like that, and I also didn't really have like the perfect wedding vision in my mind before. I know a lot of girls like from a young age have like Pinterest boards full of like things that they want their wedding. They have like their whole lookbook planned out for their wedding, and I went into my wedding with like 2 months of prep and that's it. Like I only had 2 months to prepare for it. And so it definitely was very last minute, but I think it came together beautifully and I absolutely loved it. So anyways, hope you guys like this little blast from the past. If you guys want more like wedding tips or Q&A or advice or just wedding content, let me know in the comments down below. Also give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!